All right, we back in the building. We back in the building. Salute to everybody that's here. You already know I'm Blue Devil, and today we back with another video reaction. Now look, we got Dejon Paul in the building. If you guys don't know who that is by now, you should know because he's an up and coming YouTuber from the black community that's been popping it, a lot lately. He's been getting a lot of viral moments with a lot of people, including myself, including Snoop Dogg, including YG, including Adam 22, including Chicano rappers that lost their careers over getting beat up by black happy man, and so forth and so forth. But look, salute to him, bro. I rock with him. I really like his style. I think that in 5 years he gonna be one of the biggest hip hop blogs out there. But it takes some time, and he on his way there, right? So look, what we got cracking today is he got a beef with Snoop Dogg. Him and Snoop Dogg are going back and forth in the comments, and believe it or not, on the last clip, my name came up, and you guys know that now anything that has my name in it, I respond to it. Before I didn't, but now I do. All right, and the only reason they brought my name up is because on the Thursday show, the Why You Hating podcast, I think it was episode 8. We brought him up. Serio 2 times. Opina. I think Dejon was here. We brought him up. We talked about it. We reacted to it. So it's only fair that we go ahead and watch it and see what he says. So with that being said, we're going to watch it from the beginning. We're going to do the timeline of why he's beefing with Snoop. And we're going to break it down the only way Blue Devil does. So with that being said, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Snoop Dogg out here beefing with bloggers. I automatically think it's a L for Snoop, but a W for Dejon Paul. All right, L for Snoop, bro. Come on, Snoop. You. Come on, Snoop. You Snoop. What the what? Man, come on, Dejon. You better. What's that? What's the word I'm looking for? You better capitalize off of this moment, dog. Cause it could be your first and your last viral. It could be your last viral, cause you've had other little viral clips. All right, you knocked out a Chicano rapper and killed his career. All right, look, this is the reason why they're arguing. Dejon Paul was up there doing his live stream, and Snoop, was brought up, and he says Snoop ain't done nothing for the West. Snoop hasn't put on a LA artist. That's what he said, bro. Let me clarify. Dejon Paul said, when was the last time Snoop has put on a LA artist? When is he going to put on another LA artist? That's what Dejon said. Now let's go ahead and read the comment, all right? It says, this is Snoop talking. He has yet to talk about what I've done. I have artists with gold records, R&B, and I put half the West on. And don't charge when the little homies from the West need a verse or a cameo. So until you do something for hip hop, shut your mouth. What more do you want from me? What have you done for hip hop, Dejon? I'm from Long Beach, so start there. What have I done for my city? Oh wait. Big Snoop Dogg. All right, that's what he said. And this is how Dejon Paul responded. Now, I will tell you, at that point when Snoop said that, I really would have thought about my response and came correctly, or I wouldn't have said nothing at all. And I would have never put myself in that situation and discredited a OG, the biggest crip, biggest rapper, and a big influence for the world at all. Dejon got big balls to diss Snoop. God damn, that sounded gay. You know what I mean, bro. Now let's go see Dejon's response.
For hip hop, I tell you what I didn't do: get Drakeo killed. That's what I didn't do. That's what I did for hip hop. Not get Drakeo killed at my event. That's what I did. Not get Drakeo killed at my event. I just had a damn live event. Did any rappers get killed, stabbed to death?
No.
Was there any violence?
No.
All right, so at your event, Once Upon a Time in LA Festival, December 2021, Drakeo lost his life. So that's what I didn't do. I didn't get Drakeo killed. I didn't cause Drakeo his life by being so stupid, so negligent, so ignorant to have Drakeo and YG performing hours apart at the same venue. I wasn't that ignorant and negligent to cause Drakeo his life. That's what I didn't do for hip-hop. That's what I did do for hip-hop. I didn't get Drakeo killed, to answer your question, since you're so fucking smart. Second,
I had a friend, bro. I had a friend growing up, Big C. What up, Big C? If you watching this, fuck you, cuh. Nah, I'm just playing. Salute, Big C. Hey, listen, my boy Big C. Well, I know his brother probably watching Tanque. What up, fool? Yeah, well, you too, motherfucker. But listen, we were kids, right? And every time we would argue, fool, and I would win, they would say, like, both of them, but, you know, sometimes together they would bully me or whatever, sometimes separately, depending on where or how we were arguing, right? But every time that I would be winning the argument, they would get mad in their feelings, and right away, they would start calling me, eres un pinche drogado, fumas marihuana, pinche drogadito, because I used to smoke a lot of weed back in the day, right? And we're talking about, this was like, what, like 8th grade, 7th grade, right? Like 98, 97, right? And every time they would lose an argument, because we used to live in these projects, right? And every time they would lose an argument, they get in their feelings. Like, they wouldn't respond with ration. They would respond with feelings. They would get in their emotions. And right away, they'd go with the disrespect. No pinche drogadito, nomás fumas marihuana todo el día, tú vales madre, que blah, blah, blah. And that's how I knew I won. Because I know that I got under their skin. Well, this is what this is, bro. This is what this is. Dejon Paul got in his feelings, and instead of responding with all due respect and facts, he responds with disrespect and feelings and emotions. You got Drakeo killed. You this. It's because of you. It's because blah. Well, truthfully, it's not. And I hope Snoop don't respond, because this seems like it's a trick bag, right? First and foremost, that wasn't Snoop's event. Snoop was part of the event. Maybe he had a hand in picking the guests, but he did not coordinate the event to where he's in charge of like everything from end to end, right? And then, like we said on the pod, right? If Snoop would have invited YG and not invited Drakeo, it would have looked bad for Snoop. If Snoop would have invited Drakeo and not YG, he would have been bad for Snoop. Snoop had the losing end regardless. It was a lose-lose for Snoop. And this is what happens, bro, when you help people that don't deserve to be helped. And I'm not talking about Drakeo and YG. I'm talking about this fool. Snoop got in his DM and is watching his pod. Dejon don't average more than a few hundred views, bro. Let me see. His live stream from one day ago, 2,500. His live stream from 3 days ago, 3,300. So everything's under 4Gs. You know, and I'm not dissing the homie at all, because we're all at the bottom right now. Even me. Like, I ain't got big numbers. You know, we're all at the bottom. But Snoop don't gotta be there watching his shit. So if Snoop is there watching your shit, it's already a fucking help. That alone, bro, is Snoop doing something for the West. But a lot of people don't know how to play their cards correctly, bro. They want that overnight money instead of that longevity money. See, that's the difference between a hustler and someone that don't know how to hustle. With a Snoop cosign like this, even though you may not think it's a cosign, it is a motherfucking cosign. Snoop watching my shit, cut. Snoop watching my shit. He not watching your shit, he watching my shit. You feel me? Instead of using it towards his advantage, he uses it to burn the bridge, lock the door, throw away the key, and call it a day. Come on, dog. Let's continue.
I personally feel like, since you caused LA Drakeo, since you caused us to lose our best rapper, the rapper with the most potential, the most influence, the most love from the fans, the strongest fan base, all these years later, all the influence, the fans are still there, all of that. Since you cost LA Rap that, I think the least Snoop Dogg could do is replace Draco with a new LA rapper. The least you can do is give us another LA rapper.
First and foremost, Snoop ain't gotta do nothing for no one. Nothing for no one, dog. No one. Like literally no one. No one. No man owes another man nothing on this planet. You were born alone, you're gonna die alone. Let that sink in. You know, you could be in a car with your homies and go rob a store and everyone gets away except for you. And that's just what it is. You gotta deal with it. You can't say, I don't want to go to jail by myself. I want to go with my friends. Let them go with me too. No. You got caught. You know, easy. And that's the way it is. You know, so Snoop don't got to do anything, number one. Number two, if you really want to think about who Snoop put on, not only has he put on the East Siders, but he's put on a lot of people, bro. Like Eastwood. Who remembers Eastwood? Who remembers, let's see, we could keep going. There's a lot of people, bro. Juba the Loke, another one. Like Serio said, that fool had a cipher with all the Long Beach artists. I'm bad with my memory, bro. But Snoop has put on Superfly. Snoop has put on so many artists, bro, on his records. It's just crazy, fool. Like, you gotta literally sit there and think about the names. Like, I'm not good with names, but he's put on a lot of people, bro. So whoever's watching this in the comments, write down below an artist you've heard of the first time with Snoop. Who's that other one, fool? Remember the fool from The Wash? The fool that sang the hook? The Wash with Dre? Fool, listen, there's a lot of artists, bro. And I'm telling you guys, I know a lot of Chicano artists that he's done music with. Snoop, he's done music with Capone, Owlboy, just to name a few. He didn't have to. So again, to Dejon, one thing you need to remember and always mention is that even if Snoop, let me make this clear, to Dejon Paul, even if Snoop doesn't himself grab an artist and make him the number one guy, Snoop is always putting on for the West by being Snoop and continuing to be successful and carry West Coast rap on his back everywhere he goes. And this is not me glazing, but Snoop could be in fucking Africa tomorrow, all right? And they gonna look at him, California is here. The West Coast is here. He could be in Japan the next day and they gonna say Cali is here. He can be in Mexico and they're going to say Cali is here. So by him being that global artist and always representing the West, representing California, and actually representing the gangbang culture, that automatically puts on for the West, bro. That automatically puts on for the West. And if you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you, big guy.
It's been 5 years since his death, 4 years in which you own death row. So you caused Draco to lose his life at your event, but when somebody asks you to go sign a new LA rapper, you turn your nose up to it?
Oh yeah, Snoopy Badass, Doggy Style. These are artists he has tried to help, you know.
You're too pompous to answer that question or look into that?
Shout out to the Stinks. Go to their pop-up this weekend at Chevy Chase Park. They're giving out skateboards. They got $500 prizes for best trick, etc. We know the truth.
We know the truth. So yeah,
Salute Tam. I like Tam. She cool shit.
That's what I've done. To answer your question, Snoop Dogg, what have I done for hip-hop? Not cause Draco the ruler of his life.
Man, that was such a cop-out, bro. You could have actually gave your accolades. Blue Devil, what have you done for the Chicano culture? Hey, bro, shut the fuck up. This is not about me. Because if I start telling everybody watching me what I've done, they're going to say that I make every fucking video about me. Who fucking invited you, bro? Man, get the fuck out of here, homie. We got people watching me right now that are just waiting for me to say some dumb shit so they could talk shit in the chat. Because they haven't had their dose of level 10 cholo fucking net banging. I'm sorry. You know what I've done? Yeah. All right, let's move on to the last and final piece. All right, we got a lot of net bangers in the building today. Well, not today. This is about Snoop. But if this was about a Mexican guy, all the level 10 cholos would be in here talking about how gangster they are. All right, let's continue. This is where my name was said, and they sent it to me. I don't know what it said, but let's watch it, and we'll go from there.
This is how I am. If somebody talk shit to me, I talk shit back. Snoop Dogg came in my comments talking shit. I didn't go on his page talking shit.
And that alone right there should have been a cosign. Fucking Snoop. Then you should have came out and said like, hey, you know what? I looked into Snoop. I was wrong. But then again, people will say you'd be selling out if you did that. They'll be like, oh, you're a sellout because, you know, you didn't stand on what you believed in. But not in all cases, because you could have said, I've done some research and I was wrong. And what you are.
Snoop Dogg came in my page talking about some, what have you
And then Snoop probably would have fucked with you.
done for hip hop Dejon? You ain't did shit, woo, 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 woo. But all I asked was, why haven't you signed a new LA rapper to Death Row? When are you going to sign a new LA rapper to Death Row? He did not answer my question. And why is Blue Devil asking me to answer Snoop Dogg's question when Snoop Dogg didn't answer my question?
Snoop Dogg don't got to answer nothing for you, big dog. Come on, you're Dejon. I'm Blue Devil. We're nobodies. We haven't accomplished anything that's ever going to be that great to Snoop, at least not yet. But again, it's not a race, it's a marathon. So the day may come where we surpass someone of greatness like Snoop, you know. But right now, you've probably ate more cheeseburgers than him today, and I've probably popped more perks than him today, okay? But that's about it, bro. He's probably made more money than us today, and he's probably, you know, done more music than both of us today, bro. So again, he don't gotta answer to you, he don't gotta answer to me. And I think you burnt that bridge already. I think that ship has sailed. I don't think Snoop will ever respond to you. I don't think he'll ever get in your comments. And for the little clout that you decided to have instead of building that bridge. Let's continue.
Did you catch that?
Because Snoop Dogg is in charge, Dejon.
Thank you, Tam. See, Tam is smart, bro. Even though she's laughing, she knows what it is, bro.
Because he's on the Corona commercial and you're not.
I drink IPAs.
What I should say. Thank you, Tam. So let me give some people some business skills or business help. Sometimes you need to shut the fuck up. Sometimes you need to shut the fuck up. And sometimes, bro, you got to think of long term instead of thinking of today. Dejon saw a Snoop comment and thought, "Ooh, clout right now." Instead of thinking, let me figure how I could build this and maybe, you know, fuck with Snoop. He didn't think of long term, bro. And sometimes you gotta take losses. Sometimes you gotta take losses to create wins. I know a lot of people won't understand that, bro. You gotta lose to win. You gotta lose to win. Lose to win. Don't let that go over your fucking head. That being said, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you know any artists that Snoop put on or you've heard with Snoop for the first time, leave it down below. Badass, another one. I heard Badass with Snoop too. They keep coming. Let's not forget Badass. It's another one. All right. Leave the names down below. Leave your comments down below. I got one more video dropping later tonight. I'll probably drop it like, what time is it right now? 6. I'll probably drop it like at 8:30 or something. Call it a day. With that being said, you already know I'm Blue Devil. Salute to Snoop. Salute to Dejon. Salute to Tam. All right. And I'll catch you guys in the next reaction. See, I'm reading a comment. It's a good comment. Go do your homework. Go read that comment. We out.